as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Herbert off of play action. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went through. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Flushed out right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see.
This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A final shot before the break for Herbert. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. That one caught by Gibson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings us 2nd and 2.
From the 24, Herbert. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's got it to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 24-yard touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Watch Mike. 65. 52.
Throwing is Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
There's Wilson to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
45. Mike, 45. Got to do better.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
another Broncos first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Sends it toward the sideline. That's where he finds Sutton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger. Gibson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Here we go on 4th. Herbert steps away. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson will throw again. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next is Washington 48.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Singleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Herbert now. Here's a diving catch right side. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flushed out right. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.